Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Hosea chapter 6, verses 1 and 2, it says, "Come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us, but he will heal us. He has wounded us, but he will bandage us. He will revive us after 2 days. He will raise us up on the third day, that we may live before him." And surely this would have been an encouraging word to the people that Hosea was writing to, because they had undergone the chastisement of the Lord and was about to experience that all the more as time went on. And here we see that if the people would but return to the Lord, that he would heal them and that he would bandage them and that he would revive them and raise them up. And so as they would turn to him, they have this promise that God would definitely come to them and rescue them. But also in this word, embedded in this word, is also some messianic themes as well, because we find that this is the very process that Jesus went through when he died on the cross and when he rose from the dead. Here in verse 1 where it says, "For he has torn us, but he will heal us. He has wounded us, but he will bandage us." These are the things that Jesus went through. He was torn and he was wounded for the people. In Isaiah 53, in verse 4, starting in verse 4, it says, "Surely our griefs he himself bore, and our sorrows he carried. Yet we ourselves esteemed him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was pierced through for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The chastening for our well-being fell upon him, and by his scourging we are healed." And so Jesus went through this chastisement of the Lord, the discipline of the Lord, and we could even say the punishment of the Lord. But yet Jesus also experienced the healing of the Lord. Embedded in this text is also the healing. He has torn us, but he will heal us. He has wounded us, but he will bandage us. And going further than that, Jesus experienced the resurrection that's promised in this verse. It says he will revive us after 2 days, and he will raise us up on the third day. Exactly what happened to Jesus. He was, of course, put to death on the cross and risen on the third day. And then it goes on to say that we may live before him, and Christ lives before God now throughout eternity as the resurrected Christ. And so we see here that the people had a promise of being revived, even though they've been chastised. And Jesus is the ultimate fulfillment of that. And it's through Jesus Christ then that there is the greatest assurance that God will certainly do that, because Jesus has been brought forth as the prime example of how the Lord can deal with us, how he can heal us, and how he can revive us and bring resurrection to us. So the conclusion is in verse 3, "So let us know, let us press on to know the Lord. His going forth is as certain as the dawn, and he will come to us like the rain, like the spring rain watering the earth." So this is a wonderful promise that God's coming to us is just as sure as the dawn. And just as we go to bed at night with the assurance that the dawn will come, so we can have the assurance that the Lord will come to us. If we return to him, if we come and turn away from our sins, we turn away from our rebellion against him, it's a sure thing. The Lord will come to us. And he'll come like the rain. He'll come like the spring rain watering the earth. He'll come to refresh us and renew us. As the rain brings life to the ground and life springs up from the ground, so that's what will happen to us as we return to the Lord. And we who are on the other side of the cross, on the other side of the resurrection, we have all the more assurance that that God will do this because of what Jesus has done. So today, let's return to the Lord. And each and every day, we can return to him. We can live past the sins, the mistakes, the times we've fallen down. And as we return to him, we know that the Lord will build us up again, that he'll restore us. He'll renew a steadfast spirit within us, and we can live before him revived and renewed and refreshed. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.